Hello and welcome back to Out of Her Mind with Kobe Pollock. My name is Kobe Pollock and I am an NLP practitioner, breathwork facilitator, hypnosis practitioner, registered nurse, a mum of two boys, and a farm mum. And I help women go from just surviving to actually living their life and enjoying it and feeling happy as well. If you are new here or if you do watch and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube video if you're watching it online or to the podcast as well. I really ask that you like, share, and subscribe so that the women that need this podcast can find it. This is all about coming back into our bodies, getting out of our mind, and really living life the way that we want to be living it. So, thank you for being here. So, today's podcast, I recently ran an event, my Out of Her Mind event here in Bundaberg, which happens quarterly at the moment. And a beautiful lady asked a question that really stood out to me. And it's a question that I do come across quite often. So I wanted to address it here on the podcast today. And the question is, how long will it take for me to regulate my nervous system and to feel calm? To actually notice those responses that I'm having as opposed to reacting constantly. Like, how long will it be? This is the $1 million question, right? We all want to know how long it's going to take us, how much it's going to cost. What is the time investment going to be for me? When will we actually get to that final goal that we're looking for? And so I want to go through a few things in this. And I want to share my own journey, a journey of a client as well who was actually present on the day and shared her experience. And then the beliefs and scientific evidence behind how we actually can rewire our brain, calm our nervous system, and therefore feel that difference within ourselves. So, firstly, I want to start with, I guess, my own experience of this. So, I started working with a coach in 2022 when I was extremely burnt out to the point where I had a plan in place to end my life. It was all too much. I didn't want to feel these feelings anymore. And I thought it would be better off without me here. I started working with this coach and I signed up to a 12-week online group program with her. We had private calls as well. And it just blows my mind thinking back to it because it did happen really quickly. Even that first conversation that I had with her started to have me believe that maybe things could be different. Maybe my life could feel, look, and be different. And the most significant shift, and where I actually saw evidence that this was working, is 3 weeks into working with her. And I was doing all the things that I needed to be doing, using the tools to calm my nervous system, to become present in my body, to work out what those patterns underneath my behaviors and actions were so that I can be aware of them and start to shift them. And within 3 weeks, we actually put an offer on our now amazing farmhouse that we live in and 40-acre property. And I never would have thought that I would have done that before. You see, we were living in this little like house block at Bagara, and it was only like 400 meters to the beach. It was beautiful, little brick, nice, easy to look after home. And hubby had always wanted to live on some property and have animals. And in my mind, it was way too hard. I'm a city girl. I don't have any experience with that. How could I do that? And in my mind, I was telling myself, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's too much. We could never live like that. I had actually never allowed myself to dream or consider what it would look like because my nervous system had shut off those thoughts before I even had a chance to look at it. And I wasn't aware that these patterns were happening. So when I was working with my coach and starting to shift and challenge the beliefs that I had, it actually made me wonder what life could look like. How could this be possible rather than I can't do this? How could I do this? Is it possible? And like within 3 weeks, it shifted. We saw a property online and I was like, oh, let's look at it. Sure, why not? We looked at it. When we were driving off down the road after looking at it, we phoned the real estate and said we want to put an offer in. There was a long story to actually signing the contract and making it actually all official, though we had made that decision then that we were ready to move forwards. My mindset, my nervous system had the capacity to actually turn around and go, yeah, this could be possible. How can you do this? So for me, it was 3 weeks, and I saw that evidence, and other people could see that evidence too, that things had shifted within me. Now, my beautiful client, Sarah, who I've been working with on and off over 18 months now, I think, she shared a story at the event that, again, it was that first conversation she felt a shift within herself. She felt that possibility of what could life look like? And again, she did an 8-week program to start with. Within 3 to 4 weeks, there was evidence there. And other people were noticing it too. Her husband was noticing. She was having a better relationship with her son. Her mum noticed as well. So for some of us, we can believe that it will take a long time for this to happen. I'd like you to challenge those beliefs. Where do those beliefs come from? Who says that you can't shift your nervous system and your mindset within a week? No one said. So how can you make that happen? All right. So now I want to talk into a bit of the NLP, so neuro linguistic programming, beliefs, the concepts, and things behind this that you can use to start to shift this for you. Even listening to these podcasts is shifting your nervous system and mindset. So I want to tell you that responding isn't a nervous system trait. It's about your capacity. So this is about undoing those thoughts, those stories you're telling yourself around, I'm reactive. When the kids get stressed or they're not doing something for me, maybe I react. I am reactive. We want to undo the need for self-control. It's not about controlling your reactions or how you're responding. It's about having that awareness and being able to come back out of your mind and into your body. And we're also undoing other women cope better than me. That's not true. We don't see all the stuff that other women do. Even me, I am a mindset coach. I help women to move past these nervous system and mindset issues, to respond rather than react, to be calmer, to stop just surviving. However, I still have my shit days. I still react to the kids at times. I still yell at them at times. Though the thing is, I come back to my center so much faster and so much easier than I have done in the past. And that is magical. It's increasing that nervous system capacity to be able to hold these times, to be able to handle the grief that happens in our life, the job losses, the fights that you have with people, because all of that is still going to happen. How can you increase your capacity by calming your nervous system and rewiring your mindset to be able to handle those times? That's what I'm talking about. So, I also want to speak into that awareness is regulation building. It's not proof that you're failing. So, having that awareness and going, okay, I didn't react very well in that situation is not proof that you failed. It's learning how to do it better next time. It's about waking up as to what is just happening in your life and is passing you by, is just a normal everyday thing of surviving, or going, no, I'm actually going to do something to change this. That's when your empowerment comes in. And that's where it feels bloody amazing to respond differently in a situation. The goal isn't never reacting. It's about shortening that cycle. Like I said before, I still have those days where things get me, where I become stressed or overwhelmed. I'll react in a certain way. Maybe I'll be short with someone. Maybe I'll yell at the kids. Maybe I'll be crying about something. Like, they're still going to have those days. About making the recovery from that shorter, more simple. Now, the time frame, going back to that first question, how long will it take for me to regulate my nervous system and to feel safe? To notice that I'm at a different level with my nervous system. Now, I shared two examples. So they were both within a few weeks for me and my client. And I've seen this so many times. So the thing is, it's not linear and it's not going to be the same for everyone. And if you're on a journey of regulating your nervous system, on self-development, on being able to respond rather than react, and it feels slower than you expected, or you feel like it's not happening at all, doesn't mean that it's not working. It means that you just need to keep going. Sometimes that's when you really, truly can shine your light. In those times when it feels really hard, feels slow, or not moving at all, that's when you dig deeper. Keep going. Because the fact is, if you keep going and keep doing these things to regulate your nervous system, to bring safety into your body, it will work. There's no question that it's not going to work. It will work. So what we want to work out, if we're talking about that reaction in the moment, is that space between the trigger and your response, and shortening it. You can make it bigger by taking a deep breath when that trigger happens. Maybe that doesn't come naturally to you to start with, though the more you can do that in the times when you're not stressed, means that you're more likely to do it in the times where you're stressed, because your unconscious mind goes, oh, I've practiced this before. I know what this is. I just need to take 3 deep breaths right now and it will make me feel better. And that is my key tool that I will say time and time again. Start by taking 3 deep breaths 3 times a day to calm your nervous system. And I'm taking a breath right now. Now, feeling that safety within your body when you take those deep breaths, slow the mind down, physiologically slow your body down. So you're slowing your heart rate, slowing your breathing by taking those 3 deep breaths. It leads to you feeling safe within your body. Like right now, oh my God, I feel like I want to have a sleep just by slowing down, calming my speaking. I was getting a bit passionate and excited there as I do at times, and really coming back into your body, feeling that safety within your body speeds up your healing. It will help you to reach that calm point, to notice that things are different in your life a lot faster. If you are putting pressure on yourself to calm your nervous system, to respond rather than react, then that pressure is going to slow down your progress. It will happen if you just keep going and you just slow down. My slow acronym is to stop, to listen to what's happening internally in your body, to open and wonder as to what that is telling you. To open. What is that telling you? And then to wonder what can be different. All right. Now I'd like to take a moment just to check in with ourselves and to drop into our body, out of our mind, into our body, and just be present in this moment. So if it is safe for you to do so, I would love for you to close your eyes. If you're driving, please do not do that. Pull over if you are able and take a moment for yourself on the side of the road. Everything else can wait. You are the most important thing, right? So let's start by taking a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. And another deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. This time when you breathe, I want you to feel your belly expanding. Push that belly out, breathe a little bit more in than you thought was possible, and then let it all out. And then let out a little bit more than you thought was possible. Feel that your body has calmed. Your heart rate has slowed. Your breathing has slowed. And your muscles are able to relax that little bit. You have permission to stop, to listen, to open and observe what's going on for you, and to wonder what could be different. Remember that the timeline to noticing that calm within your body is not linear. Just continue to do what you're doing, and it will come. It will shift, it will change, and you will notice the difference in your life. If you're inspired to go deeper with this, to really shift what's going on for you, and to learn more about the nervous system, rewiring your brain, the way we speak to ourselves and others, and how that can affect our mindset as well. And to learn more about our feminine cycles, how that can affect our flow and feelings in our lives, and how we can use that to empower ourselves and move forwards. Then this is what I'm teaching inside of my Finding You, the Slow Living Way program. This starts on the 2nd of February is the next round. And there is a small amount of spaces available for women who are ready to go inwards, to be guided, to connect to themselves, and to really see these huge shifts and notice differences in your life. I guarantee you that if you do the practices that you learn, the tools that you learn in this 4-week container, your life will change. Been asking this question a lot recently, and it's something I think I'm going to ask even more. If you stay the same and don't change anything in your life, what will life look like in 6 months' time? Or if you do this, you choose you, and you decide to learn the ways you can calm your nervous system, rewire your mindset, and connect with yourself, what will life look like, feel like, and be like in 6 months' time? The questions that I always ask myself when I'm wondering, do I need to take this next step? So please reach out if you have any questions. Again, if this podcast has resonated for you, like, share, subscribe, comment as well. Let me know what you thought of it. I always love to know. And I want to give you what you need on these podcasts. So let me know what you're struggling with at the moment. Thank you so much for being here and for listening to me and allowing me to support you on this journey. It makes me so happy and grateful to be able to do that. Until next time, stop, listen, open and wonder, and really connect inwards to find that safety within yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.